We are now live, and I forgot to turn my phone settings off because I am dumb. I am dumb. I'm a dummy. Ain't I a stinker? Yes, indeed, I am. I am indeed. Not only am I a stinker, but I am also a weirdo. Don't mind me as I continue to talk and check and make sure all the audio and everything is good. So I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. And check and make sure all the audio. Yep, we're good. We're good. I need to share this out. Go share the tweet to let everybody know I am live. Okay, hold on. Let's just throw that there. The top of your head is riveting entertainment. More, please. Yes, I will continue to do that for you, Eric. How are you doing this fine afternoon? How you doing, man? If you want to come in and keep me company while we do this, I would greatly appreciate it. Dalton is having lunch right now, so he will not be around for a while. So I'm by myself. But yeah, we're doing another comic book haul video because I have a lot of comic books. Let me just show. Killing time at work before you go to... Ah, you're at work. Okay. Well, that's fine, but look. Just to get an idea, there's that. There's also... Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to try and get this thing closer to me because, my goodness, I need it to be closer to me because it's farther away than I want it to be. And then this. Yeah, I bought a lot of books. So I'm going to go over what I got and it'll be fun. And then I'm going to have to wonder where the hell I'm going to put all these. I need to buy some comic book short boxes or whatever the case may be. My goodness. But I hope you have fun at work. You know, because you have the best job in the world. You get to work at a comic shop, man. That's my dream job. Working either at a comic shop or a game shop. One of those two places. Or owning one of those two types of businesses. That would also be awesome. Probably not very profitable, but it would be fun. Because then I get to hang out and look at video games and read comics if nothing is going on. But, yeah. I was wondering if anybody else was around to be a part of the chat, but I'm guessing not. I'm at the record store at the moment. Ah, a record store. Is that what? Are you working at a record store too? That's pretty cool. We have a few of those around town, so that's interesting and fun. But okay, so what are we? I think this is what I'm going to do first. I went to the store yesterday. I went to Walmart to buy some groceries. and do a few other. Was it yesterday? Or was it the day before? No, it was yesterday. Wait, no, it was Thursday. Never mind. Oh, that's the other job. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's cool that you get to do two different jobs in two different places. But yeah, I went to Walmart and I got this. I found one of these DC Comic 4-packs. I haven't read anything from Future State. Now, I was just kind of curious. I was at the store. I bought a few, aside from groceries, I bought a few things, and I was just kind of curious about Future State. I know it's probably a mixed bag, some of it good, some of it bad, but I was like, you know what? I'll make up my own mind, you know? And if I can even tear this bag open. There we go. But I was like, let's see what we get. Just because everybody loves a good mystery bag and mystery box thing. Those are sometimes fun. I also enjoy mystery items. And sometimes mystery comics are kind of fun. I did one of these for DC, I want to say like last year or so. I didn't show anything, but it was like there was an issue of Venditti's Justice League, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I grabbed it, and I think we got a bunch of other books too, but I just don't remember. Aside from an issue of Hawkman, we got an issue of Hawkman in it, but I can't really remember what else we got in that bag. And if I can't remember, it probably wasn't that important anyway. But, oh, that's kind of cool. It comes with a poster. Or a sketch poster. That's kind of cool. Who is that? I don't recognize it. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I won't worry about that. But let's see what comic books we got. There is Wonder Woman Future State. And hey, look, it even has Wonder Woman 1984 on the back of the cover. That's kind of funny. But yeah. I don't know very much about this Wonder Woman. This new Wonder Woman. But I like her character design. That's pretty cool. Not gonna knock that. And oh no. Oh boy. One of those annoying characters that I can barely tolerate having around. It's a Harley Quinn comic. Was not hoping for a Harley Quinn book. No offense to Harley, but I'm not the biggest fan of Harley Quinn. I don't collect these, so this is kind of a swing and a miss. Not really all that interested. I mean, I guess it might be kind of interesting. It has Booster Gold in it, so it might be worth it to read it just for Booster Gold. They have a Dalton comic? Yes. Of course they do. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I think most of this is a bust. I don't know if it'll be worth the around $10 that I spent. Which issue is this? Issue number 6 of Far Sector. I don't know very much about it. I know it's the new one of the new Green Lanterns. That much I do know. This book's a little beat up, but I kind of think the cover's funny. Looks like an alien dude proposing. Kind of funny looking. I don't know if that's going to be any good or not. And, well, at least on a plus side, this isn't written by Brian Michael Bendis. We have Amethyst number 2. So there's that. I don't know if any of these books are worth it. or are worth reading. I will say that much. I don't know. Okay, that's a weird looking face. Okay. A bit of a bust, I guess. Nothing I was overly interested in. The only thing that I'm really interested in is this. I was hoping like maybe there'd be a couple more Future State books in there, but I guess not. Oh well. That's okay. You know, that's what happens with a mystery bag. You never know what you're going to get. So, anywho, that said, let's see. We've got, okay, next up. This came in yesterday. This is a, you know what? Hold on. I need to move something out of my way. Oh, wait, no. I can just, I'm dumb. I can move the comic books down below me. Never mind. Anyway, this order came yesterday. This was from a place that does comic book auctions. And they, I don't even know how I ended up finding them or anything, but I got this for, I think, around $5, which included the shipping. It's a few issues of Robin that I bid on. You have issue 47, which is pretty cool. Nice, pretty interesting cover. No idea what's going on there, but very interesting and nice. We have issue 48 with a close-up of Tim, which is cool. And then we have probably by far one of the ugliest comic book covers I have ever seen in my life. Issue 66 of Robin. This is one ugly ass looking cover. I do not like the art in this one bit. This is very, very ugly in my personal opinion. I know they're trying to go for some sort of cartoony style, but it's just so weird looking. I'm like, what is this? But yeah, that we got those. Those are, it's cool. We're adding to the Robin collection. Eventually, I will hopefully have the entire run of Robin. That'll be pretty cool if we can do that. Okay. So, I shouldn't just plow through everything too quickly. Oh no. One of my figure fell. Oh no. So far, so good. Nothing. That was kind of cool. Any thoughts so far, Eric? Please feel free to share. If you are still there. If you're not, that's cool too. Hey, everybody, while you're here, please don't forget to leave a like and maybe shoot me a comment or something if you're watching this later on. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, let's see. Yes, don't call me Dalton. Okay. Oh, I was wondering if you just had any thoughts on what I got so far. I mean, we started with some disappointment. I mean, so I know there's people who like Harley Quinn, so, you know, no harm to that if you like Harley Quinn, if you dig Harley, you know. Anyway. So, me and my brother actually went video game hunting earlier this week. And we also stopped by the antique shop to see if we could find some stuff, some comics and whatnot. He bought some comic books. A couple of wrestling comic books. Oh, you have the Wonder Woman? What did you think of Future State Wonder Woman? I mean, I like her design. I think she's cool looking. But, you know, looks can only get you so far. I don't know what type of character she is, because I didn't really follow a whole lot of what was happening with Future State. I think the other one that was kind of interesting to me was Suicide Squad, but I didn't see any Suicide Squad. Anyway, we went to go video game hunting, and I didn't buy any video games that day because I couldn't find anything that I wanted. So I like the issue. She was written completely different depending on what book she was in. Oh, that's inconsistent as hell. That's not good. Nobody likes wildly inconsistent characters. If they act one way in one book and act differently in another, that can be a bit jarring. That's not good. But yeah, when we were at we went to the antique store, and I grabbed 2 comic books. These were the cheapest comics I could find, but we have, actually this is not in order. Issue 4 of Transformers, the 4-issue miniseries that started the Transformers comic book series for Marvel. That was pretty cool. It's got, someone wrote on it. That kind of saddens me. I didn't notice it when I first bought it. I think I spent like $5 for that. And then we have issue 21, which is pretty beat up. This was like $3.50 or something. Not in the best of condition, but I wanted to buy something while I was out. I didn't want to just go home empty-handed. So that was disappointing. Yes, I know. Spider-Man is in issue 3 of the Transformers series because that was Marvel mandate back in the day. Back in the day, you had to have Spider-Man in all your comic books, at least by issue 3. To help promote the books and make more money. Not a bad idea. Although I think in like the trades and whatnot, they removed him. He's no longer in those books, but at least I think. I'm not sure. I watched someone do a retrospective on the series. So, but yeah, I like Transformers. I don't know if I'll collect all the Transformers comics, but I like grabbing them every now and then. I really wish I could find the Beast Wars comics that I remember seeing way, way, way back in the day. I think it was probably early 2000s, like maybe 2004, 2005. I would really like to get those. So, anyway, I need to grab these. What do we got? Come here. Come here. Okay, there we go. This stack right here was something that I spent, I think I may have spent around $20 for this. I'm not sure. Wait, no, I didn't spend 20. It's probably like $15 or so, something like that. But I bought it for a couple reasons. One reason is that I love this run and I'm missing several issues. But also, I can replace the second print of issue 1 I have, but that is Superman Rebirth. We have an entire stack of Superman Rebirth here. So issue 1, this is a replacement for me because I have a second print of issue 1. So I can now have a, first print. That's the right issue. That's why the ROM issues of Marvel 2-in-1 isn't in the reprints. Yeah, it makes sense because different rights and holding. But also we get Superman issue 2. Some of these will end up just being resold because I already have them. Issue 3. I love this cover. I like the Eradicator cover. It's so cool. Issue 6. We have issue 7. Well, I forgot that it's a barbed wire fence with a Superman logo. I didn't even notice that. I guess I never thought of it. Superman Rebirth was the best version since Byrne. I can agree with that. Although I've never read John Byrne's run on Superman. Yeah. I would say best modern interpretation of the character. That's for sure. And that's coming from someone who's not the biggest Superman fan. Or I was never into the character growing up, but in more recent years, I've learned to love him a lot more and have a lot more respect for and reverence for the character. Hey, Eric, actually, could you tell me something? Is the John Byrne run on Superman available in trade paperback? I would not mind grabbing those if his run on Superman is available in trade paperback. Let me know if they're available and they're, still in print. Because if they're not, then I'll probably end up buying issues individually. Let's see. We have issue 8. I know I have this one. And I'm fairly positive I have issue 9 as well. But these are really cool. I loved this run so much. And then we have issue number 10. I'm fairly positive I do not have this issue because I do not remember this cover. And you believe there's an omnibus covering some of it? Really? I'll have to look into it. If the omnibus isn't too much, maybe I'll just buy the omnibus. Of course, if it's an omnibus, it might be expensive. They normally are. So, I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But thank you for letting me know that because I wouldn't mind. I highly doubt I'd be able to collect the series, just buy single issues. And I'd probably rather grab them in a trade format instead. But definitely am interested in it because both you and Englanty talk about how good John Byrne is on Superman, so I should look into that. Get a bit of a feel for the older character, but yeah. Issue 10. I'm fairly positive I don't have this because it's an issue where was Superman choking Batman for some reason. I don't recognize it, and I'm fairly positive that it's not a what would be the word? Is this a variant cover? If it's a variant cover, then it might explain it. But I'm not sure. I don't think I have it. Anyway. And now I know I don't have any of these because right around the time, what was it? Eventually I lost the comic shop that was in my area, so I was unable to continue buying DC Rebirth Superman, but we have issue 20. Yeah, we took a pretty big leap. We have issue 20 and issue 22. So we are missing some. Wait, hold on. I thought I had more of that. Huh. I thought that there was another issue of Black Dawn in here somewhere, but I guess not. Huh. But we also have issue 27. This is such a cute cover. I like this cover so much. It's so cute. Oh, just look at that. The drumming and the flute playing. It's like, I think this is the Road Trip Across America issues. That's pretty cool. I think that's adorable. And we have issue 28. Pretty cool cover. And then we have, this is the last one, issue 29. So that's a pretty good amount. So let's see, if we remove the books, I know I already have. So we got 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. If we remove those, because I know I don't need them, because I'm positive I already have them, that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that I do need that are part of the Superman run that I'm building for DC Rebirth. And then once that's done, I will probably never read Superman comics again from modern DC. I'm kidding. I remember Captain Frugal read issue 30 of after Bendis has left the book. He said it was pretty good, but I don't know. I may wait. Oh, just did some digging. It looks like there are hardcovers now and fairly expensive. Can't find an omnibus, so I guess I was wrong about that. If I could, even if they were in just normal trade paperback format, I wouldn't be mad about it. You know? I don't... I mean, hardcovers are cool, but they're not necessary. You know, they're not a necessity. I can go either way. Have been released. The single issues are cheaper if you can find them. There's the trick, isn't it? It's like, I would need to find them, huh? If John Byrne's run on Superman is not that expensive, you know. Let's see what we got going on here. This one. Let's grab these. Okay. The paperback versions are getting big money now. Oh, good. Golly gosh. Gotta make it hard for me to find Superman. Get John Byrne Superman. So, that sucks, man. Stinks. I'm disappointed and sad now. That's what happens when you don't constantly resell everything or, you know, re-release all the books. That happens. Okay, so the website I mentioned earlier that has a bunch of single issues that you can bid on has a bunch of JLA books that I did not have and that I won. Some of them are filling in the holes that my collection has. So some of the numbering will be a little bit all over the place, especially the first two. But we have issue number 16 of JLA. The new lineup. So they got a bunch of new characters, I guess, or something, or there's new characters in this book. So I love this run on JLA so much, and I'm getting so close to finishing it. We're almost there. You know? We're getting there. We're so close to finishing it. And then I can read it all in one go and then probably do a video discussing it. But we have issue 33, The Justice League versus Bruce Wayne. This is a pretty funny cover. So, yeah, this is fun. I think I paid about $10 for this. I'm not sure. I think it was around $10 for all of these. But, so we also have issue 56. Has the story Terror Incarnate. Or wait. Terror Incognita. Okay. And also, why is the Martian Manhunter near fire? This is very weird. He should not be anywhere near fire. But, yeah, there's that one, issue 56. We also have issue 58, which continues the Terra Incognita story, or ends that story, actually, because it's part 404. We have issue number... The single issues you should be inclined are Action Comics 584 to 600, Superman 1 to 20 or 21, and the Adventures of Superman 424. Marv Wolfman and Jerry Ordway do adventure, but they work closely with Byrne and are just as good. Okay. Do me a huge favor, Eric. Write that down in a tweet, so I don't forget. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. So where was I? We have issue 60, Christmas, and I'm some bad guy choking Santa or trying to kill Santa. I don't know, but kind of a goofy cover. I think this is probably just a one-shot issue. And then we have issue 87 of JLA. Pretty cool. More fire. This seems to be a theme with a lot of the later books. They're just like the characters are on fire for some reason. I don't get it. But still, pretty cool. We got issue 87. And then we have issue 89. Issue 89. This is cool. This is kind of cool. This actually just reminds me kind of like a kaiju fight going on right here. We got Plastic Man fighting a fire monster going on here. Plastic in the sky. Whoa. Plastic Man, such a funny and goofy character. Not really my personal favorite, but he's pretty fun. I think I prefer Elongated Man personally, but still cool character. I like him. I remember seeing him in some funny cartoons back in the day. May have been when watching Super Friends. I'm not sure. That's a not 100% positive on that. I can't remember. But yeah, it may have been Super Friends where I saw episodes with him in it. But yeah. JLA, we're getting closer. We're almost finished. We're almost finished. Actually, while I'm doing that, let me check my list. Because I have it written down on a list on my phone. Okay. So I can remove issue 16 off this list and issue 33 very easily. Thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate it. I will try and look into those books and see if I can find them. Okay, for single issues that are kind of missing, I'm missing issue 11, issue 22, and issue 81. There are some others that... Oh, wait, and 22 and 24. Or not 22, but 122 and 124. I'm going to have to update the list a bit more than that. But for now, so far so good. Yeah, I'll write that down. Why is my throat scratchy? Why is the antioxidant drink making my throat scratchy? I don't understand. But yes, thank you, Eric. I greatly appreciate that. That's a big help. Thank you, sir. But let's see. What else we got going on here? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there was an interesting lot that I paid about $20 for. I had bought some of these books from Inglentine already. I already have a sizable collection of it, so I thought I'd try and grab the books I didn't have. The thing with this set was, while this stack of books right here is not all that I purchased, there were multiple copies of several of these issues in a box. I'm trying to sell one set that I built in an attempt to see if I can make a bit of money from the books that I have or the extra copies. But this is the question. We have Denny O'Neill's question series. that is pretty cool looking. I don't know very much about it, but everyone says it's a pretty cool series of books. So we have issue 4. Everything's on fire lately. And we have issue number 7. Like this issue alone, there was like 5 or 6 copies of just issue 7 of the question. That's a lot. So yeah, there were so many extra copies of some of them. And I was like, I'm going to get it just to get the issues I don't have. And then with whatever I have left over, I'm going to try and sell, or I'll send them to England Teen and we can split the profits of whatever we manage to make out of it. But we have issue number 9. I also don't have this one, which is we got that. And we've got issue 33. Kathy. I don't know what that means. I also kind of like that these books say suggested for mature readers. That's very helpful. Issue 35. I like this cover. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cover of the question with a gun. And then we have issue 36 of the question. Very nice. Not too shabby, not too bad. And then we have a couple of annual issues. We have annual number 1, which apparently continues another story called Fables. That's pretty cool. There was at least like 4 copies of this. So not very much in the way of variety, but we also have annual number 2, which features the Green Arrow, which is awesome. I look forward to checking that out. I love some Green Arrow. Anywho, but yeah, I spent about $20 for all that, and like I said, there are several extra copies. So if anybody wants some issues of the question, DM me. If you want to. If you want some extra copies of a book, please feel free to ask me, and I can get them to you. Just make me an offer. Make me a reasonable offer, and I can sell them to you. Anyway, what's going on now? Anything of interest going on? It's really weird to do a stream this early. Oh, I didn't mean to click that, but I clicked it. That's cool. The Question Annual 2 is a 3-part story, also in the Batman and Green Arrow annuals. Oh, but I don't have those. Well, that kind of stinks. I'm going to have to find those annuals so that I get the full story. So it's a crossover between Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question then? Is that what we're doing? That would be kind of cool if that was the case. I wonder which annuals they are, though. But still, pretty cool. I guess I'll have to look into those, because I don't know. Crossover story in annual form. That's interesting. Most of the annuals I've ever read are just like, they don't really tie into anything, or well, some of them might tie into storylines and what's going on, but for the most part, it's just a little side story. But it is interesting when they try and, do a bunch of annuals that are interconnected. That's kind of cool. Eric, do you remember which number annuals those were? Just out of my piqued curiosity, because I may want to Because if this is part 3, I may want part 2 and part 1. Might be important. Okay, so Adventures of Superman. I wonder if I've ever seen those before. So Eric was saying that the Superman books are not that expensive. What year is the question annual? That's a good question. Let me check. Because let's see. The first one was 1988, and this one is 1989. So you're looking for 1989. Yeah, 1989 was the year that the second annual was made. So, anywho, I need to get that part of Twitter out. Let's go to the homes page. Okay. Oh. You know what? I would agree with that. I just saw something that was cool. Something that involves what is her name? Carano? The lady from The Mandalorian. Someone is recommending casting her as Big Barda for DC. And I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. That's a good choice. Very solid choice. And we seem to have another person here. Hello, how are you today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Please feel free to say hi in chat to everybody. It would be greatly appreciated. But it's interesting. Oh, Detective Comics Annual #1. Really? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Detective Comics Annual, Batman Annual. We all know that Detective Comics is basically Batman. What does it matter? You know? So, Batman Annual #1. Or, sorry, Detective Comics Annual #1 and Green Arrow Annual #1. Okay. I'll, hello, Englandine. How you doing? Figured you listen in. That's totally fine. That I appreciate that. I mean, I've gone through well over half of a stack of comic books. Uncle Fudge. So, I mean, Eric is, waiting to go to work. You're working on your auction. Everybody's working. I was trying to do this earlier so that I didn't step on anybody's toes for the auction or anything. So I was like, maybe I'll try and do it earlier in the day. So then, I'm not in anybody's way. I was just trying and experimenting to see if I could do live streams earlier in the day. Because on Saturdays, most people that I know go to Englandtine's channel. And then that leaves me with nobody to watch unless I'm playing a video game on a Saturday. If I do that, then there's a good chance that some people might show up to my stream on their own. But, oh yeah. Hold on a second. Where are you? There. If Englandtine's wondering what we're talking about, I have a bunch of question comic books that I bought. And yeah, I have a bunch of extras. Englandtine, do you need some issues of the question to sell at auction? Because I got you covered, man. I got a bunch of copies of several of these issues that I can send your way, and pretty sure could probably make a little bit of money off of it. Maybe both of us can. I don't know. But that was pretty cool. Oh, ow. Everything popped. Shoulders, everything. The entire body popped. All at once, and it was not pleasant. Actually, let me Let me write that down actually before I forget. So then I don't have to ask Eric to DM me another thing. So let's go to my notes. Where are you, notepad? There you are. Not JLA Morrison Run. Let's do a new one. Do you have the Sandman issue? What issue number is that? Because I don't know. Fairly certain I probably don't, but let's see. Detective Comics. Annual number 1. And Green Arrow annual number 1. Okay, that covers that. I think it is 14 or 15. Nope, 17. Nope, didn't get that one. Unfortunately not. I can what ones did we get? Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm gonna tell which ones that were the extras I have. Are those the only ones? Okay. Yeah. So it's like a $20 box. I was just getting it mainly to get the extra issues, and then I could try and sell the others. But I think mostly what we have here in the ways of duplicates, I have an extra issue of number 4, multiple issues of number 7, and I do mean that there are multiples. Some extra issues of issue number 35, and several issues of the first annual. And by that, I do mean quite a bit. Like just this entire stack right here are copies of the same books, roughly. Like several issues of the annual, like you could tell that like they're double-sided basically in bags right now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 8 other copies of issue 7. I don't know where this. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Because I'm gonna try and create a box. I'm gonna send some of them probably some of those question books, some other books I'm trying to sell, and I'm gonna send a box your way. Hopefully relatively soon. I don't know how soon, but I'm gonna. I need the new address and everything, so I don't know. Did you sent that a while back? But I'm gonna have to probably find it and write it down. So I will probably. Is that all I got? But yeah, I'll set up a whole box full of books and I'll send them your way. And you might end up getting more than one. And if we could find a way to maybe split the profits on it, I'd appreciate it because I'd like to get a little bit of money back on what I spent. The address is on the box. I don't have any of the new boxes. Oh, yesterday's books from last auction finally got sent. Okay, all right. I didn't read the first comment. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It happens. When you move, things get lost. I should know. I've moved before and lost things. So you're fine. But so the new address is on the new box? Okay. If that's the case, then once it gets here, I should be fine. I don't know when that will be though, because I haven't gotten it yet. It could come today, which will eventually make this video out of date because there will be books. There will be more books. But anyway, this will be probably the last stack of books that we talk about. Then we'll probably just chill and hang out. Break up the run cartoon heads. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. But right now this stack right here, which is pretty sizable in and of itself, is entirely DC Rebirth Titans. A good portion of the run right here. They all came from Midtown Comics. I've been keeping... I would bank on Monday or Tuesday. Probably. More than likely. If you only recently sent them down, then probably. It'll probably come later next week. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. But yeah, Midtown Comics was having a sale on DC titles a few weeks back for back issues. And I was like, I should get in on this and try and grab some. And I was kind of just grab bagging a bunch of different books at first. And then I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me check if I can find Dan Abnett's run on Titans and see if I can find the books I'm missing. And I did. And they were all roughly about $1 and some change. So that was a pretty good deal, in my opinion. So I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this because, you know, I want to finish this run really badly. I don't think I have the entire run, but I think I'm at least now about 90 to 95% complete now. Because it only ran to 36 issues. So, but we've got issue number 7. This is a variant cover, but I really dig this cover, so I'm happy because it looks like Flash and Superman go for a run. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't have issue 7, so I don't know why, but I didn't have issue 7, so I grabbed that, and then we have issue. The one thing that's a downside is that Midtown puts these barcode stickers on their thing, and it's very annoying. Titans was my favorite Rebirth title not named Superman. Yeah, mine too, actually, because I love the Titans. Teen Titans and Titans are probably my favorite team-based superheroes, with the exception probably of the Justice League. I mean, I like the Avengers. They're cool too, but I don't really collect Avengers comics very much. I wouldn't even really know where to start, basically. So, I mean, I did collect Avengers during the early, like in the 2005 and 2006. I did collect like the new Avengers, which was Bendis's run, and then the Heroic Age Avengers. But they're not my favorites. They're okay, but I kind of lost interest. But issue 13, Secrets and Betrayal. Very interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but cool. We've got 13. Issue 14. And it's got Tempest going through and the rest of the team going through things. Meet Trident. Evil comes in threes. Okay. So they're going to probably be fighting Atlanteans in this issue. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. I like the Teen Titans, but I'm more of a fan of the Titans from the old Teen Titans days. Yeah, I kind of am too. Because I like the idea of the team growing up and, being more mature and, going through new things. And we got issue 15. So, Nightwing, Agent of Hive. Interesting. Okay. So, that was issue 15. And then we got issue 16. I'm wondering if this is after the, what was it called? The Lazarus contract? It might be. Because it looks like Wally's having some heart issues. Wally just cannot catch a break. The poor boy, everybody's favorite Flash, just he can't get no love. And it's sad. It's a sad day. And we have issue 17 of Titans. So that's cool. We have this is issue 20. No longer DC Rebirth brand, DC Universe. The Titans are finished. But this is cool. I've seen some covers like this before where everybody abandons their superhero identity. Always an interesting and gripping type of cover to see, get the readers interested. What's going to happen? What's going on? Is the team splitting up? Are they not going to be superheroes anymore? I don't know. But we have issue 21. No friends, no hope. I do like the little, little blurbs on the covers. Those are cool. This is the only comic that does not have a bag and board for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it doesn't. And that's issue 22 with Donna Troy on the cover. Ah, Donna Troy. Probably one of my favorite characters from the Titans. And issue 23. I see Miss Martian in there. Actually, yeah, this adds some new characters. Does anybody know what the heck who this is? Because I have no idea. Where's the Superman logo and carrying a hammer? I don't know who this is. Think it's a lady? I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I can read to find out. I just don't recognize the character. So that's where the curiosity is. It's like, who are you? What are you doing here? Still pretty cool. We have, and this is issue 24. Looks like they're going to fight a kaiju. Oi. Best Rebirth not called Superman to me was Aquaman. Well, that's a fair one because it's also written by the same guy who did Titans. So, basically Dan Abnett is my favorite modern comic book writer. Whether or not the Titans could operate. A little too Big Brother for me. So this is where the Justice League are more involved. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. They're an independent team. They don't work with, they work with the League and whatnot, but the League shouldn't dictate what they do. Because in a sense, that undermines Dick Grayson, and that kind of sucks. Unless he's not a part of the team in this current part of the run. But we have a variant cover of issue 26. Pretty cool. Of course, any covers where you put Donna front and center, that's going to be awesome. I think this was the only one I could find of issue 26, but I'm not mad about it either because like I said, love Donna Troy, so I'm not upset by that or disappointed. Aquaman was just treading water, unlike Kelly Sue until Kelly Sue DeConnick took over. Ouch. Issue 27 of Titans, and it's a foil cover. And it looks like somebody died or is injured severely. Cool. That looks like Aqualad, actually. Is that Calder? It looks like Calder. Although I don't know who's holding him. I can't tell. Beast Boy, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, we got 27 there. Issue 28, another variant cover. Not a bad one, but it has Tempest instead. Cool. Not too mad. I like Tempest. Tempest is cool. And then issue 29. And Beast Boy looks like he's actually Beast from X-Men for some reason. I don't know why he looks like that, but he looks very much like Beast. Why? Who knows? He just is. That's all there is. 29. So we got issue 30. Looks like someone's after the Titans. In particular, the old parts of the team. Cool. And issue 31. Kyle Rayner joins the team, apparently. For whatever reason. But pretty cool. I like Kyle Rayner, so I'm not mad to see him in a comic book. And then we have issue 32 with Mother Blood instead of Brother Blood. I don't know what that's about, but that'll probably be fun to read. We'll see what happens. So that's 32. Well, that's unfortunate. We don't have issue 34, 33, but we have issue 34 with Beast Boy looking like the Hulk. Because, of course, why not? And we have issue 35 with Raven on the cover. That's pretty awesome. And then, last but certainly, but the sad thing of all good things come to an end, issue 36, the last issue of Titans. So that's all of those books. And now I don't have anything else. Those are all the books that I got. And somebody else is here. Say hi, everybody. Whenever you want to come in and say hello, feel free. About some more comic book review videos. I haven't done one of those in a long time, haven't I? I haven't been all that interested in reviewing comics because I wouldn't review current comic books because I either can't get my hands on them or, I'm not interested in doing that for the most part. I can talk about comic books or I can review some comic books, but the thing with a lot of people is like they always want to review current books, and because it's the trending thing to do. And I don't do that very much. Titans had to be canceled to make room for the 11th Bat book. Of course. Why would you keep a good title going, with good characters? And I Love Comics is the source of comic book reviews. Yes, he is. If go subscribe to Old Man Comics or I Love Comics. Go watch his stuff if you want more current reviews and whatnot. I don't buy It's hard to review comic books regularly when it comes to books that are current when I don't have a comic book shop. And my only other alternative is to buy them full price at the closest comic book shop that's in my area, and which is all the way in Portland. And if you know anything about Portland, yeah, I'm not going to travel to Portland to buy books. That's for sure. I do order from them on occasion, but I don't feel like paying full price for a lot of modern comics. So, I don't know. If anybody has suggestions on what they'd want me, what kind of reviews they would look for, please feel free to let me know. I've considered doing, I guess, kind of more retrospective reviews of some of the runs and stories that I have. I consider talking about the 2006 or 2007 run on Nova. I might do a video on that. I'd have to go back and reread all those books, though. And I'm trying to catch up on the books that I haven't read, that I have in my collection. Of course, you could also, I've been doing short reviews on, I was doing I wouldn't call it reviews, but doing short little inserts on what books I'm reading, on Twitter. All the books that are in the backlog that I've been just trying to read through. So those are kind of cool. Like, I mean, I did talk briefly about this issue of Dr. Fate, which was kind of cool, that I got from Englentine. This was interesting. A very hefty book and very dialogue heavy for something that seems so incredibly thin. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Tunlovers. I don't even know. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But if people just want me to talk about comic books, I could talk about some of the books that are I could talk comic book news stuff, but that's not really reviewing comic books. That's just talking about comics. And I mean, is there really much to say? Marvel is the house of recycled ideas right now. DC is overpricing their books to no end, and I don't feel like spending $5 to $6 per comic. No, thank you. I mean, if you're into that, you can. But I mean, let's put it in. Maybe Eric can appreciate this. Let's put it into perspective. This stack of Titans books that were on sale, that I spent only about $30 on, which is roughly about the equivalent I would probably pay most of the time, like at least once a month, to buy comic books currently, would not buy me that many books. It would buy me maybe 4 or 5 books, maybe 6. Yeah, when you're looking at the numbers, it's like, is it really worth buying new comic books to review new comics? Gonna review old. Back issue Breen approves of that stack. Thank you. Well, that's just the Titans run, and spending $30 for that many books. That's, how many books is that actually? I counted them once before, but I forgot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 books. That's 21 bucks for what would probably normally cost. I'd only be able to buy like maybe a small handful, like maybe 4, maybe 5 books. That's not good. That's bad. Let's be completely honest. That would probably run me about close to $30 at this point. You know, that's the incentive to buy new books is not there for me. I only buy newer books if one, they're on sale and I'm interested in them, or two, someone recommends them to me and says, hey, they're good books. Go buy them. Go read them. And then sometimes I'll do that. But more than likely, I would probably not even recommend buying single issues that much anymore. I think the better option is to buy trades. Wait for the books to complete a good portion of a run, and if people say that they're good and that they enjoy them, go and buy them in trade format, because you're probably going to save money. I can pretty much guarantee you're going to save some money than buying the single issues. Peanuts. Anyway. I wonder, I haven't seen Dalton come back yet, so I don't know what's going on there. I thought maybe he'd come back, but maybe he won't. I'll message him, because he said he kind of wanted to maybe talk. He's talking about some other stuff, topics and whatnot. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Feel free to ask me questions about comic books. I will take questions. So, what was that? There was that. I'm trying to remember. Let me check. There was. Oh, yeah. I watched Mortal Kombat last night. That was fun. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. Let's see. There was that one thing. I was trying to remember what it was. It looked like it was from an X-Men comic of some kind. Oh, yeah, here it is. Did you see Justice Society World War II? I have not seen that, unfortunately. Is that available on HBO Max, or is there a streaming service where I could watch it? Because I probably would like to. Hold on a second. I'm gonna share screen. I think that's it. Is that how it works? Can everybody see this now? I'm not sure if anybody can see what I'm showing here. I'm hoping that people can. But yeah, this picture was floating around Twitter, and I thought it was funny, and I thought that I might comment on it. Give me a second. Let me go to my audio and everything is good. So I think we're good. Oh, wait, that's much earlier on. Okay, yeah, so people can see it. All right. I was hopeful. But yeah, I saw this and I'm yeah, this is funny to me. This picture is hilarious of Neymar and Nightcrawler. From what it sounds like, this is official art, at least from what it sounds like. And yeah, weird, very weird, and I'm uncomfortable. Namor, I don't know what the hell's going on with Namor's design here, but no, just no on all accounts. Everything, no. And I don't know if Nightcrawler is trying to be the Pope or what he's trying to be, but also no. I hate this. I hate this artwork. In case anyone wonders why I don't read new comics, just look at the effing screen. Yeah, this in and of itself would be enough of a reason. I mean, think about it. You have something like this. I mean, I don't know if it. No one was really sure whether this was fan related or if this was from an official book. But just look at that. Look at this. A dapper Nightcrawler. Looks like a Three Musketeers character. I love this. He looks great. Looks fantastic. But no. We have to go with whatever the fresh hell this is. This is the quality that or not DC, but Marvel wants to put in their books. This is the quality you get. A bedazzled crotch piece and just really weird fishnet stuff going on. And Nightcrawler, I don't even really know what the hell's going on with Nightcrawler. It's just weird. I mean, I know he's religious, but this does not look right to me. This does not even remotely look like it reflects the original character at all. I'm so glad that all new comics don't look like that. That's true. Not all of the comics look like that. That is very true. I will say that. Not every comic looks like that. It's just something to point out and laugh because somebody thought that it was a good idea. But but everybody around here knows that the comic book industry is full of brilliant and wonderful and challenging ideas that everybody 100% agrees with and wants to continue. Right? But yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing that yeah, too many of them are really, really bad. Just bad ideas overall, bad storylines, bad ideas, stuff like that. There's too many of them. There's too much going on, and it's messy. It's sad, really. Comic books have the potential to be probably some of the best forms of entertainment that you can get for an affordable price. And yeah, that's the quality that some of the creators think that the fan base wants. And it's not good. Have you seen the gowns that Iceman and Prodigy are wearing? No, I have not. Eric, do you know what book it is so that I can look it up? So then I can laugh at it even more because I'm sure it'll be fun to laugh at even more. What is it called? X-Men What was it called? I'm pretty sure that there was a name for this book. What was it? X-Men Gala? Someone help me. I don't know. Okay, let's go maybe. Dun 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 dun. Oh, okay, Hellfire Gala. That's what it's called. Hellfire Gala. Let's see. Hellfire Gala images. Da, 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 da. Okay. That one's not bad. Storm looks okay. A little weird, but not too bad. And Angel's... I don't know what the hell's going on with Angel in that picture. Gambit. Okay. And Bishop. What the fresh hell am I looking at here? I'm looking at a lot of them. Pyro, Sebastian Shaw, Banshee, Bishop, Iceman. Well, I've seen Iceman. Hold on a second. Let me show this, I guess. Hellfire Gala. That's where the Neymar picture is from. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's oh, okay. Dare play that ad, don't you? No, thank you. So, that doesn't help me. I can't even zoom in on the picture. But, yep, there's an Iceman picture. What the... What is this? Just seriously, what the fresh hell is this? What is he wearing? I don't understand. I mean, looking at Banshee here, that looks like something Banshee could potentially wear. It's not the worst possible thing I've ever seen in my life. You know. And what is up with Bishop's coloring? Whoever colored this did a terrible job. Because the color, not only... I mean, Bishop is black. So obviously, you know, that's not an issue, but the coloring of his clothing, the red and mixed with how they colored the skin tone is just... It's all like it's like one big blob with only slight color differential that makes it look slightly different. Or at the very least, so you can tell that it's not just one big, messy, shadowed color. Just one flat color that's just blech. But yeah, what the hell is up with Iceman? Wait, this is Pyro? Someone was lazy and didn't even bother to try. And Sebastian, I don't know why Sebastian Shaw's in a wheelchair. I don't know why he's in a chair. Okay, we got Havoc, Psylocke. Psylocke looks okay. Mr. Sinister, that looks like something he would wear. Exodus and Mystique. You see, some of them look okay. You know, some of them don't look too bad, but others just look goddamn atrociously terrible. What was it? Prodigy. I do not see. Where is Prodigy? Wolverine, Sage, Domino, Beast, Kid Omega, Professor X. What the fresh hell have you done to Professor X? Where is there a picture for Prodigy? I'm trying to look to see if I can find one of Prodigy, but I'm having a tough time finding him. If I remember correctly, Prodigy is the black kid that I remember. He used to be one of my favorite X-Men way back in the day, or from the new X-Men run. Yeah, I don't know where he is. Galoria, Kitty Pryde, Wolverine, Dazzler. Da, 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 da. What the fresh hell are people doing? Why do they think this art is good? I've seen better costume designs, that's for sure. Wait, what's this? Penance, Psylocke, Karma, Mystique, Psylocke. Okay. Yeah, I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure it's weird and makes no sense, as it normally is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's weird. Current X-Men is trash. I stopped reading when I watched the X-Men stand around while they were beating a mutant girl to death just to bring her back to life. I'm sorry, what? That's not good. That's bad. That's very weird. I don't really know how to comment on that. I don't know very much about that. I was, you know, it was kind of interesting to read some of Hickman's ideas for X-Men. It wasn't the worst idea. Currently, X-Men as a property has been stagnant for a very long time. Because there's only so many times that you can attempt to kill off all the X-Men before it stops becoming a good story. And that's kind of been like when you look back on it for the last, what is it, like 2 decades or so, 2 or 3 decades, it's all been their extinction. You know, almost every major storyline involves them dying or being destroyed or damaged, or or a portion of things like Days of Futures Past come to life or something, or they revisit Days of Future Past in some form or capacity. And that's kind of an issue. You know what? I don't even need my camera anymore. I don't know why I'm keeping the camera on, because it's just taking up more of my internet. But it's very bizarre to keep on doing the same type of story over and over again. So the idea that Jonathan Hickman was working with was the idea of giving them a win, in a sense, letting them finally, have a say in their destiny, I guess you could say, and, not making it so that they have to continually accept that they're all going to die. Yeah, that particular part of the idea is stupid. I don't agree with that. That's stupid. I'm not saying that everything that was written for the current run on X-Men was a good idea, but I mean, I grew up reading some of the X-Men comics, and while the X-Men has never been the book that I've read the most, it's definitely a book that I have read a lot of. But like, what was it? During House of M, half of the majority of the mutant population lost their powers, And at the time, I was reading some of those books, and it's all like, okay, this is an interesting idea. But when you go back and you look at everything from, I mean, even the Dark Phoenix saga has a good death count for the mutants. And then Days of Future Past, you have a lot of the other renditions of all the characters dying or losing their powers in some form or fashion. It gets old. And it was not helped by things like Avengers versus X-Men, where they're pitted against the heroes, or X-Men versus the Inhumans, or the fact that Marvel didn't even want to acknowledge the X-Men's existence. Uh, but there's only so much they can do with the X-Men at this point to salvage it, you know. It's not easy to do when, I mean, I personally I liked the X-Men back in the early 2000s, but it's very bizarre to constantly retread the same type of story where they're dealing with an extinction. It gets to the point where you have nothing else to add. You know, there's really nothing you can do except for maybe finally just kill them all off. That's the only thing I could think of doing with them. If I was writing the book, I would just give them a send-off at that point. If I was writing the characters after, you know, after what happened with Inhumans versus X-Men, because you've damaged the characters, not just you've damaged their personalities and who they are, on top of just overall just destroying the characters over and over and over again. So either stop making X-Men books altogether, maybe doing like going back and maybe doing books from time periods where the X-Men were liked is the only thing you can really do. But obviously Marvel can't do that because the X-Men are such a prominent team and there are fans out there who like the X-Men. So, you know, the entirety of Hickman's concept of the X-Men was bad and it has only gotten worse. There's no coming back from this. Potentially, yeah. I liked the concept. I liked the idea of the X-Men basically fighting to protect their life. They have basically, well, one, it united all mutant kind. That includes the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and, you know, and all the other groups, and basically having them own a country where they protect themselves and become a sovereign nation. I like that idea because, I mean, how many more times can they basically be threatened with extinction at this point? Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Eric. Yeah, I get it. Maybe not turn them into racists, segregationists, and have them integrate back into the Marvel universe, not as antagonists, but as fellow heroes. But like I said, Hickman's idea, because at this point, how many times have the X-Men been murdered off or lost powers? And you, the point of them, you know, not taking that anymore, I think is a good idea. On in theory, at least, execution might be a bit different. Um, I did read at least the first like maybe 4 or 5 issues of X-Men, and what was it? There was that story where they were meeting with other leaders of the world and they were threatening the leaders of the world. It was kind of interesting. Mainly just in the sense of not everybody has to be heroes kind of thing. You know, I do sometimes like, you know, antagonistic characters. It depends on the situation. But you know, some of the things that, you know, Professor X and Magneto were saying does make some sense with how they've been treated and what's been going on to them, you know, and basically flexing their muscle in a sense to say we're not going to let other countries or nations or people threaten us anymore. It's kind of like you push the X-Men to the point where they basically become Magneto. It makes for an interesting debate at the very least, but is it a good idea considering that the X-Men are heroes? That's probably not. I don't know. I haven't read through very much of it, but some of the ideas and concepts were interesting at least, but I don't know if it was executed properly. Marvel doesn't do heroes anymore. Exactly. Eric, you're absolutely right. And welcome their enemies simply because they were mutants. There's a word for that. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, what was the last time when the X-Men were prominent in a story before Hickman took over? That was that I remembered was what happened during Inhumans versus X-Men. And that was very frustrating because they retcon the Terrigen Mist to say that the Terrigen Mist is killing mutants. So there has to be a fight between the Inhumans and the X-Men, which is stupid. Please stop having heroes fight heroes. It's getting a little old at this point. But it's very weird to see those characters behave, or the way the story was framed. From what I heard, I never read it, but this is what I know from secondhand knowledge, was that for some reason the Inhumans did not want to be friendly with the X-Men and maybe find a way to solve this issue, so they have to fight. But what's worse is the X-Men are painted as the villains through the entire story. No matter how you look at it, the Inhumans are innocent and the X-Men are the antagonists in the story. They're the bad guys. And I mean, even after that, Cyclops is treated as if he's what was it? What was he? I think it was in an issue of Champions where the young Scott Summers is contending with his future self in some form or fashion, where he's treated as if he was a dictator, like he was some sort of Nazi. That does not help. That makes things much worse. They did a lot of damage to the X-Men over the years, and I guess the road that that Hickman thought the only place he could take them is to be antagonists. Because I don't know, I'm not saying I agree with it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really know where else to take it. They're treated so poorly already, not just mainly by the writers and the editors, but in story wise, they're not treated very fondly either. They're treated as enemies most of the time. And it's very interesting. Like, how do you fix that? How do you right that ship? I don't really know. I don't think, I mean, debate wise, it's interesting to see, like, how could they be salvaged at this point, but maybe being antagonists is the only solution that anybody could come up with. Because, I mean, when you've died so many times, when you've been killed off or had extinction level events so many times, and most of the X-Men's entire history is just, how do we survive a potential apocalypse where we no longer exist, or we're imprisoned, or we're, enslaved or whatever. I mean, I know that, Professor X for so many decades, was fighting to prevent that future from coming by, trying to show that mutants can be heroes and that they can be helpful to humanity. And but it's kind of a reverse. There's, they're no longer accepted anymore. And that, I guess that is probably the main issue, you know, is that they're no longer accepted. It's bizarre. That's because Disney didn't have the movie rights to X-Men. It was stupid and petty. Yes, that was definitely a part of the issue. But them being killed off and whatnot was happening even before then. So I don't know. Like I said, the idea of the X-Men becoming a sovereign nation on paper is interesting. I mean, Magneto's done that before, where he made a sovereign nation. But, and I mean, kind of in some cases, you know, it was always the intention of Professor Xavier to, you know, try and reach Eric in some way and try and get them all to work together for the betterment of mutants and for humans. But obviously, now they've kind of melded together in a sense of it's taking elements of Eric's personality and giving it to Professor X. And I don't agree with that, but I don't know if people had ideas on how to salvage the characters, but at this point it may be too far gone, you know, to salvage the team so that they can be heroes again. Unless you wanted to do something like a major reboot and whatnot, and just reboot all the characters outright. That might be something to do. But aside from that, I don't know what else you can do. And it sucks because they ruined Scott Summers for a long, long time. And he's been one of my favorite X-Men for years. Him and Nightcrawler are like my two favorite characters. So for whatever reason, this is what we have now to deal with, you know. X-Men is either a complicated topic or a depressing topic. Depends on who you talk to. But it also sounds like Hickman is I should spell my name with a K and become a cool comic book villain. It's, I don't know. There's definitely some... Jonathan Hickman is an interesting writer. From what I understand, sometimes he plans things out years in advance and has an idea. Like, maybe he had a grand plan, but either editorial mandates changed his plans and direction, or... I mean, now he's not even on the book from what I understand of it. It sounds like they're moving away from him, and someone else is writing the book now. So, I don't know. There could be editorial issues. Who knows what's going on, you know? I can't say for sure what's going on or what's happening. Anybody else want to talk about a different topic other than how depressing X-Men is? Please feel free to help me change topic. I would greatly appreciate it. Because, you know, better topic. Let me think. I watched Mortal Kombat last night. Does anybody want to hear me talk about Mortal Kombat? Because that'd be fun to talk about for a bit. I thought that was a fun movie. There wasn't a whole... generic Dugan is on the main X-Men book once it relaunches. Ah, okay. Don't know if that'll fix the problem or not, or if it'll do something else. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. You never know. Marvel could course correct and fix the issue. Maybe it turns out that that tree that was reviving them all this time turns out to be evil and has been planting evil thoughts in their minds. And basically controls all the mutants or something. I don't know. That's probably where I would have taken it. I would make everybody think that the X-Men were bad, or that they were becoming more antagonistic and more evil. And then I'd basically flip it around and say, oh, hey, by the way, the tree is doing it. Every time they revive, they become more messed up mentally. Or it rearranges their brains and their memories. Who knows? Maybe that was what Hickman was planning. I don't know. We'll probably never know what he was planning. Because I know everyone praised his Avengers run from several years ago. Because he had plans and he executed those plans. And a lot of people said that he did a really good job. So maybe he just wasn't allowed to execute his vision this time like he did with Avengers. I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that was a movie that I watched yesterday. It was fun. I actually had a lot of fun watching it. It was enjoyable. Mainly just a fun action popcorn flick. I wouldn't give it too much more attention than that. I thought that the characters were fun and relatively game accurate for the most part. I don't think that they looked weird or awkward at all, personally. I thought they looked pretty good. Not me, his Avengers was bloated, but his Fantastic Four was good. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, sometimes he just has a plan, and I don't know how he handles his writing. Some people said that that Hickman's run on Avengers was good. I don't know if that's the case or not, because I didn't read it. I'm just taking it from secondhand knowledge. That some people praised his work and maybe other people didn't like his work. I don't know. Hickman seems to be a decent writer, at least. At least he's one of the few talents at Marvel where I could say, okay, yeah, he might be worth reading his books at least. I mean, okay, Eric, let me ask you this. Is his Avengers better than Jason Aaron's Avengers? Let's just ask that question. Maybe you can help me to see which is better. You know. Actually, I don't even know if Eric has even read Jason Aaron's Avengers. Or not. I don't know. But yeah, the Mortal Kombat movie I had a lot of fun with. I thought that it was solidly produced and the action was pretty fun. I enjoyed those fight scenes. Those were really great. Definitely felt like Mortal Kombat. Definitely a lot better than the 90s Mortal Kombat movie, because that action was goofy and campy and there was no blood or gore. And this is Mortal Kombat. Blood and gore is kind of expected. So, that was pretty cool. There are a lot of characters. So there isn't a whole lot of character development stuff going on, except for, what is his name? I forgot his name already. The main character who's a descendant of Scorpion. But he gets the most character development and focus, but most of the characters are really good. That one actor who was Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl was in it, and he played Jax, and he did a pretty good job, actually. I liked him. He was pretty fun. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to do a fighting game as a movie adaptation because there are so many fighters and characters. So there's not enough time to develop or work with all those characters, unfortunately, but still, it was a fun movie, at least. I wouldn't say it was the best movie I've ever watched this year. But it was a fun movie, at least. It was definitely worth the time. My problem with Hickman is that I'm an old school Avengers fan. Oh, okay. All right. Vision, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Hank, and Jan, etc. Yeah, okay. You didn't. So basically, the problem with Hickman's Avengers is the team lineup for you. He didn't use all of the prototypical Avengers that you would expect to see. Okay, at least that's what I'm guessing. I like Bendis' run, but they weren't the Avengers. Yeah, they're not really the Avengers. The new Avengers definitely were not the Avengers at all. That's what I read of Avengers was the new Avengers, and that was just not the real Avengers. With the exception of Captain America and Iron Man, that was not the Avengers. That was something else. I did kind of like Secret Avengers, though. Secret Avengers was kind of interesting. But I don't remember very much from that book. But I did kind of like the idea behind it of having a covert operative Avengers team doing secret missions. That's kind of cool. But what was I thinking? Oh yeah, the video game references from Mortal Kombat was fun. That was charming. Like, finish him or fatality. Or, this character wins or whatever. Flawless victory. All that good stuff. I like that. That was fun. That was good stuff. Actually, I think I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be back in just a bit. been gone so long. Not really at all. Gotta head to work. Good stream night. Stop by the auction tonight? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Well, that's pretty much my entire audience. My audience is gone. Well, that stinks. I don't really know what to do now. Actually, it's 2:00. I should probably head for lunch, actually. That might be a good idea. Well, I guess I will do that. I had fun. I liked sharing all the comic books that I got and what have you. So thanks everybody who joined the stream. Thanks to everybody who liked the stream and all that good stuff. And yeah, hope to see you guys again soon, whenever I can stream again. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.